Here's a story about a Shavuot story. Shavuot story. I looked for the name of the rabbi and I couldn't find the name of the rabbi, but it was a great holy tzaddik somewhere around in the generation of the Baal Shem Tov. And there was a big baron that made a lot of trouble for the Jews, a lot of trouble for the Jews. And he started threatening the Jews and threatening the rabbi. So the rabbi said, I'd like to invite all of the baron and all of his friends. Oh, that's it. The baron made a big birthday party. He made a big birthday party, and all of his friends, they were all drunk, and they were all decided they were going to, go and make trouble for the Jews. Who knows, destroy the synagogue, whatever it was. So at that point, when they were just about to get on their horses and start to travel, so this big rabbi, I don't remember if it was the name of the Rebbe of Ropshitz or what. I'm sorry, I looked for the name and I couldn't find it. But this big holy tzaddik, so he said that he would like to invite everyone to come and all of the baron and his friends to come and hear the reading of the Torah. So, of course, the baron and his friends, they were all bored to death anyway. And, to go and wreck another synagogue, they'd done that before. So there's nothing really new. They were sort of ran out of options of how to, diversions to interest themselves in life, keep them away from boredom and for this. I said, oh, here's a good idea. And so they all jumped on their horses and they rode to where the rabbi told them, the rabbi's synagogue. And they saw that the rabbi had arranged the reading of the Torah outside. It was sort of like a hill outside of the synagogue, a nice grassy, knoll or whatever it's called. And the baron and his entourage and all of his people, let's say there was 40 of them, 50 of them, they're all running around. And the Jews were all, they were praying. They sort of enjoyed it. They watched them all praying and they're shaking back and forth with their taluses on, and they sing some songs in the middle of the prayers, and it is okay, but it's starting to get a little bit boring. So the rabbi says, they finished the repetition, and the rabbi's voice is like unusually loud. It's loud. They hear every word. So the rabbi turns to the baron, and he says, and now what I've invited you for, the reading of the Torah. They bring out the Torah. It's a beautiful day outside, beautiful sunny day. They're under the sky. And the rabbi opens up the Torah and he starts to read. And he's starting to read when they come to like the 10 Commandments. It says the people are standing around the mountain. It reads in the woods. It's in Parshat Yitro, right? And it relates the story of the giving of the Torah, the 10 Commandments. So it says that there was lightning and there's thunders. All of a sudden, all around him, the weather starts to change, and everything sort of gets like really dark. And these people on their horses, they don't understand exactly what's going on. The horses are starting to sort of, start up. So they tie the horses down, they get off their horses, and they tie them down to how they do it. And all of a sudden it starts like lightning and thunders. And the rabbi starts to read from the Torah, and his voice is like unbearably loud. The rabbi's voice, and it's just unbearable, and they just can't take it. They're just holding their ears. Oh, and they just never heard anything like that. It's unbearably loud. And, with the thunders and the lightning and the fire, there's fire all over the place. And they just never experienced anything even vaguely like this in their lives, their lives. And they're all like rolling on the ground saying, stop, stop it. So the rabbi takes a little break, on the break, and his shamash, his helper, goes over to the people and, stands them up. They're all right. And the rabbi finishes reading. And so afterwards, the baron and his men, they realized there's something going on over here that they never really realized could be, that the rabbi somehow or other is in touch with some sort of powers that they didn't know exist. And the rabbi never demonstrated this at all. They thought the Jewish people were just like, little ants or something like that, just something extra, just running around the little synagogues and prayers and stuff like that. It was absolutely meaningless, lives. And suddenly they realized that the rabbi had this, it was connected to this amazing power that just totally neutralized them. And he never demonstrated this. So afterwards, the Baron said to the rabbi, "Thank you very much for the invitation." Of course, it sobered them up. And, after your holiday, we'll talk. After the holiday, the Baron was friendly with the rabbi, never made any troubles. The rabbi never did any miracles again. And for the Jews was only peace and happiness. La Yehudim or v'simcha v'sasam v'yakor v'kein tiyelanu, that the creator of the universe and the giver of the Torah should reveal himself, kil nakamos hofia, and should quiet down all of our enemies, and that the whole world should know, yakiru v'yedu kol yesh v'tevel, like we say every day in Aleinu prayer, that ifnu elecha kol rishei oretz, all the evil people in the world will turn to the creator of the universe and say that God is one and his name is one because of the holy Torah. Have a good day with Mashiach now. Have a good holiday with Mashiach now. And God willing, we'll all be dancing after the holiday with Mashiach now. Shalom u'bracha.